And a very warm welcome. You're watching Election Yatra by Times Now. I'm Pratibha and we're traveling across constituencies, getting you the pulse of the people. Today, we're in a very interesting constituency. This is the Dharwad Lok Sabha constituency. It's very significant for the BJP. The Union Minister Prahlad Joshi is the sitting MP from here. In fact, he has been undefeated from this constituency. But more than that, this constituency is very important for the BJP because this has been the gateway to the south. Because much before the Ram Leher came across the country, it was this place that had an Ayodhya moment in the 90s that paved the way for the BJP to come to power in Karnataka several years later. There have been protests. It's an extremely emotive issue here in Karnataka. Is this the hope that's riding for Prahlad Joshi as well? Remember, this is a constituency where he's also facing some backlash with some Lingayats saying that the BJP has been unfair to them. How is that going to play out as well? We're going to be talking about that. But amid all of that, of course, the big battle, the bigwigs of the parties also campaigning in Karnataka ahead of the voting. Prime Minister Modi and Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi was here in Karnataka yesterday, where he spoke about Rajas and Maharajas taking away land from the people. So it's a battle royale, as today the Prime Minister has responded to this. Campaigning in Karnataka, the Prime Minister said that the Shahzada speaks about Rajas and Maharajas and speaks against them, but does not speak anything against Sultans or the Mughal kings. He said that this was another way of the Congress party trying to appease. Listen in to the attack and counter-attacks coming in.
जो अत्याचार नवाबों ने किए, निजामों ने किए, सुल्तानों ने किए, बादशाहों ने किए, उसकी बात पर तो शाहजादे के मुंह पर ताला लग जाता है, बोलती बंद हो जाती है और राजा महाराजाओं को गालियां दे रहा हो। कांग्रेस को औरंगजेब के अत्याचार याद नहीं आते, जिसने हमारे सैकड़ों मंदिरों को तोड़ा, अपवित्र किया। कांग्रेस तो औरंगजेब का गुणगान करने वाली पार्टियों के साथ खुशी से गठबंधन करती है। ये शहजादे का कहना है कि भारत के राजा, भारत के महाराजा ये अत्याचारी थे, ये गरीबों की जमीन छीन लेते थे। कांग्रेस के शाहजादे ने छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज, चित्तूर की रानी चिन्नम्मा जैसे महान व्यक्तित्व का अपमान किया है।
So this was the attack that came in from the Prime Minister responding to what Rahul Gandhi has said. He said that Rahul Gandhi was insulting the Raja Maharaja while not speaking a word against the Sultans. Listen in to what Rahul Gandhi said that triggered the entire controversy.
राजाओं महाराजाओं का राज था, जो भी वो चाहते थे कर देते थे। किसी की जमीन चाहिए होती थी, उठा के ले जाते थे। राजाओं महाराजाओं का राज था, राजाओं महाराजाओं का राज था, जो भी वो चाहते थे कर देते थे। किसी की जमीन चाहिए होती थी, उठा के ले जाते थे। राजाओं महाराजाओं का राज था, जो भी वो चाहते थे कर देते थे। किसी की जमीन चाहिए होती थी, उठा के ले जाते थे।
All right, so who is appeasing? Why make such statements? That's the question that's coming in. Let's speak to our guest joining us this evening. We have Jaitirth Katti, leader of the BJP, Arun Joshi, advocate, as well as Vasant, spokesperson of the KPCC, joining us. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen. I want to ask, with the appeasement versus non-appeasement that's playing out, the Prime Minister, every time he campaigns in Karnataka, has been leveling the one charge against the Congress party that you're indulging in appeasement politics, that you're pitting one community against the other.
No, I am really feeling wonderful. This is a democratic country, not Raja or Sultans. We are contesting election on the basis of our constitution. Hence, I deny all such things and
But it was Rahul Gandhi who started it when he said Rajas and Maharajas were taking away land of the people.
Maybe.
So you're saying that it's fine?
No. It is not the election issue at all.
It's not the election issue, then why is Rahul Gandhi speaking about it? That's the question.
No,
Mr. Arun Joshi, he says that it's not about Raja Maharajas, that's not what we should be speaking about. Now he's saying it's not an election issue, but Rahul Gandhi is speaking about it.
Congress
My saying is that it is an election issue because we all not remember Raja Maharajas now. We remember who ruled us 70 years and who grabbed lot of money and land in the nation. Rahul Gandhi should answer for all those things. How much their party have been grabbed in the nation, land as well as money. First he should give account of it. He should distribute that wealth to the nation. Then he can say about Raja Maharaja of our forefathers.
See,
Secondly,
they have their power, ED, income tax, ID. What are you doing? You have done enough to seize the Congress party's money also. We have nothing to hide. What has happened in this present situation is, this is not the election on Raja Maharajas or Sultans. Yeah, the misinterpretation of BJP now.
why
See,
you are-
But Rahul Gandhi is the one who said that Raja Maharajas were taking away land of the people. You're saying it's not an election issue.
Let me finish first. This is not the issue of election. Issue of election is inflation.
So then why is
No,
Rahul
see,
Gandhi
let
speaking
me-
about
let-
it?
let-
Sir,
let
I'm
me-
not speaking
no,
about it.
don't
Rahul Gandhi has
no,
spoken about it.
don't
I'm asking
try
you,
to-
why did he
don't-
speak
don't-
about it?
Don't try to misguide me.
Sir, Rahul Gandhi has spoken it. You probably have missed that reaction of Rahul Gandhi. Okay, I want to ask.
No,
okay.
not at
All right, Mr. Jaideep, what do you think? Rahul Gandhi has spoken about Raja Maharaja. He says those are not the real issues. We have other issues to speak about. Why is the Prime Minister talking about it?
Prime Minister, as a responsible person of this country, has answered what Congress is doing. We cannot expect more than what Rahul Gandhi is saying. It is the appeasement politics what they are doing since their birth. We cannot expect more than what he is saying. It is the politics what they are doing. Sultans, and they are not talking about sultans. It is clearly states because all Raja Maharajas have not looted us. The people of this Congress have looted us since 75 years. Arun Joshi was really,
Don't admit it. You are telling that they have looted. I see. No.
Congress has ruled country
how
for
much money is
74
looted
years.
from our banks.
Okay.
How many ran
So
away
you're
from
saying,
country?
okay, so
Why
you're
he is not
saying,
quoting about East India Company?
Okay.
What is happening?
so once again, we'll take it one moment at a time. He says that the Congress party is a very unfair election. That's the point that he's trying to make. It's an unfair election where the funds of the Congress had been seized. There are several opposition leaders who have been jailed. So it's a very unfair election that we're seeing in the first place here.
there is no unfair in this because it is all done according to law. There is a Supreme Court,
which
there is a
law?
High Court.
Which law? Which
Indian law.
See.
Then why Supreme Court have not
Let me finish.
Why Supreme Court has not granted bail to
Tell me then.
certain
Why
persons?
Supreme Court
Second one,
interfered to
second one.
draft
Second one.
relief fund?
Second one.
What
And
happened to
ED
draft relief
and
One
fund?
second,
ED and other organizations are independent organizations who are dealing as per law. This country is running on a rule of law.
Okay.
Not on a
Rule of law, is it unfair elections or not? These are the
If you do
questions.
something
But
wrong,
I also
you
want to
feel
go
that
back
we
to
should not
another
act?
statement that Rahul Gandhi has made. While, we also speak to the voters on who they think is going to come to power, the Prime Minister has also been speaking of appeasement. He has spoken about the blanket categorization of Muslims as backward, saying the Congress government has indulged in appeasement politics. Amid all of this, Rahul Gandhi has responded to the Prime Minister by saying that the Prime Minister is extremely nervous about the results. The BJP may be saying 400 par, but they are very, very nervous. And very soon we can also expect the Prime Minister to shed tears. Listen in to what he said.
आप प्रधानमंत्री के भाषण देखते हो, घबराए हुए हैं.
ನೀವೇನು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಗಾಬರಿಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರ.
शायद कुछ ही दिनों में स्टेज पे आंसू निकल आए.
ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರೇನು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಬಹುಶಃ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ನೀರುಗಳು ಬರ್ತವೆ.
So you heard what the reaction of Rahul Gandhi was. Well, you heard what the reaction of Rahul Gandhi was. He was just speaking about the same. Even while the reaction was playing out, a heated discussion playing out here on what the situation is in the country, saying that the real issues have not been spoken of. So would you say that the Congress party has not been able to take the real issues to the people?
Yes, Rahul Gandhi has entire country he has wandered world and met each and every one of Indian citizen.
Okay.
He knows what are the difficulties facing by the general public. That's why he is conversing on that issues.
Okay.
What exactly people are facing? They are facing unemployment problem. They are fed up of this inflation programs. And not really.
So these issues have not been spoken of. The Congress party has spoken about it. In Karnataka, what is the sense that you're getting? Because in Karnataka, the Congress party is in power as well. It's one of the few states where the Congress party is in power. Do you see the Congress party's guarantees working in favor of them, and that, you know, in Karnataka they could take a beating? Because in 2019, the BJP had 25 out of 28 seats in Karnataka. This time around, are the numbers going to reduce?
In my view, these guarantees are not going to work out because of failure of Congress government in 1 year and appeasing the minorities in all incidents which have taken place in 1 year or in the earlier Congress rule. For example, they have taken back the PFI cases, semi cases, and they are all acting as a supporters of jihadi elements, which Hubli also faced in the last week. One lady student is murdered, one girl is murdered in a college campus. And when slogan of Pakistan Zindabad is shouted in a Vidhan Sabha, they have not at all
not public issues.
condoned
So
it.
is
They have
Rehan
not at all
issue
condoned it.
an issue for the polls? Is it about women's safety as well?
Elements.
No.
This has
What happened to
massacred
Hathras?
rule in
What
Karnataka.
happened to Hathras? Where was BJP then?
Okay, so you're saying it's not an issue. I
No,
want to ask
this
you,
is
in
the different
Karnataka,
issue.
the Congress party
This
has
is
been
not
saying
at all
that this
the
is just
issue for this
appeasement. You're
election.
politicizing a murder. What is your response to that?
It is not the politicizing the murder. It is the fact what Indian or Hindu
what
society,
was then
what is the
Hathras-
Hindu society is facing.
Hathras incident
If there is a love jihad case, why the Home Minister or Chief Minister of Karnataka gives a unwanted statement saying that it's a personal matter? It is clearly evident that the person who has murdered the girl, he clearly he gives her places on her neck where it is clearly shows in murder cases, if any, it is a personal matter. If it is not planned, he would have stabbed her on the stomach or some other places. He has clearly stabbed her in different places, showing that she should be murdered immediately. And the person
See, there is
and
law and order.
now
One thing we have to note, if
See,
Congress candidate
there is
is
law and order
victorious in
problem.
the Rajya Sabha election,
Election.
Pakistan Zindabad slogan is taken in our
Yeah,
Vidhan Sabha.
I will
In the
show you
assembly,
some
Congress Home
BJP
Minister
people,
as well as
some
Congress
BJP
Home
people
Minister
are
as well as CM support that issue. Why they have not suspended that
even
member
after
next
getting the
day?
report also,
Yes.
In the FSL report, it is
Yeah.
confirmed. Then they have filed the
See-
case.
see-
Why first they
All right. So while the BJP says that there are also
Just a
issues
minute.
that have been
Just a
taken,
minute.
no,
If
there are
not-
issues that have been taken, like the Prime Minister talking about the blanket categorization of Muslims as well. These are issues that have been existent for over 3 decades now. Why is the BJP picking it up now? Is there some merit to what the Congress party says that BJP perhaps is
not
nervous?
No.
we are talking what is
We are
fact.
talking
What is the
regularly.
fact? Yeah.
What was
It is not the, no, it is talked. No, Neha Hiremat murder took place. It is not. It is not done by and supported by any of the BJP activists.
Okay,
It is
so
done
Amit,
and
these
the
issues,
Home
in
Minister
fact,
of
about
Karnataka
this reservation issue, we also spoke to Mr. Arjun Ram Meghwal, who was in the city. He was in the city and we spoke to him. Here's what he said. He made a big charge of the Congress party saying that it's unconstitutional. He said, as a union law minister, I can say that what the Congress government has done is wrong. Listen in to what he said. We're in Karnataka, in the Dharwad Lok Sabha constituency. We're catching up with the Union Minister, Arjun Ram Meghwal, who is here with Prahlad Joshi. I want to ask you, one of the key issues recently, Prime Minister is also now going to be campaigning in Karnataka. What is the Modi wave that you're seeing across Karnataka?
देखिए पूरे देश में मोदी जी की हवा है। हम राजस्थान में इलेक्शन करवा के आए हैं। मैं पंजाब और हरियाणा भी गया। हर जगह मोदी जी की एक लहर सी चल रही है, कर्नाटका में भी है। और ये लहर इतनी तेज है अंडर करंट कि अब की बार 400 पार।
अच्छा, राहुल गांधी की एक स्टेटमेंट ने बहुत कंट्रोवर्सी क्रिएट कर दी है। मेनी हैव सेड कि उनको राजपूत कम्युनिटी को अपोलोजाइज करना चाहिए। व्हाट इज द डिमांड ऑफ द बीजेपी?
देखिए राहुल गांधी की भाषा मर्यादित भाषा नहीं है। वो प्राइम मिनिस्टर को भी तू तड़ाक से बोल रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए। हमारी डेमोक्रेसी में हमारे जो संविधान निर्माता थे उन्होंने कहा कि चुनाव के दौरान सभी लोग भाषा पे संयम रखें। ये डेमोक्रेसी की ताकत है कि हम एक दूसरे का सम्मान करें भाषा के माध्यम से। वो राहुल गांधी जी प्रधानमंत्री के लिए ऐसे शब्द यूज कर रहे हैं, ये शोभा नहीं देता उनको।
उन्होंने कहा है कि द प्राइम मिनिस्टर विल बी क्राइंग सून, द बीजेपी इज नर्वस एंड दैट्स व्हाई द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इज मेकिंग मेनी पर्सनल स्टेटमेंट्स। उस पर क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, वो कहते हैं कि हम सत्ता में आएंगे, वो कई बार कहते हैं वी विल कम इन पावर। तो पावर आने का आंकड़ा क्या है? 272। उन्होंने कैंडिडेट कितने खड़े किए हैं? लेस देन 272। हाउ दे विल कम इन पावर? तो नर्वस तो वो है ना।
लास्टली आई वांट टू आस्क यू, यहाँ पे प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने काफी बात की है ऑफ मुस्लिम कोटा। ही हैज स्पोकन अबाउट द ब्लैंकेट कैटेगराइजेशन ऑफ मुस्लिम्स अंडर द बैकवर्ड क्लासेस। उन्होंने ये कहा है कि ओबीसी एंड एससी एसटी के राइट्स को मुस्लिम्स को दिया जा रहा है। उस पर क्या कहेंगे आप? क्योंकि सिद्धरामैया जी ने ये कहा है कि बीजेपी की सरकार थी, उन्होंने कुछ नहीं किया है, इट्स फैक्चुअली इनकरेक्ट।
देखिए, संविधान जब बन रहा था तब बाबा साहब भीमराव अंबेडकर जी ने कैटेगरी लिखा था कि रिलीजन बेस्ड रिजर्वेशन इस देश में नहीं होगा। इसका मतलब बाबा साहब के खिलाफ जा रहे हैं ये लोग। मैं पूछना चाहता हूं कांग्रेस के लोगों को कि आप सच्चर कमेटी, रंगनाथ मिश्रा कमेटी जो यूपीए फर्स्ट और सेकंड में बनी थी मनमोहन सिंह के समय, उसमें इस देश के संसाधनों पे पहला हक मुसलमानों का है, ये कहा मनमोहन सिंह जी ने। उसके बाद आपने भी रिजर्वेशन, एससी एसटी एंड ओबीसी के रिजर्वेशन को काट करके हम मुसलमानों को रिजर्वेशन देंगे, वो कोर्ट ने माना नहीं, लेकिन आपकी मंशा तो थी। इसका मतलब आप एससी एसटी और ओबीसी के रिजर्वेशन के भी खिलाफ है कांग्रेस। हम ये कह रहे हैं कि हम मजबूत बहुमत इसलिए चाहते हैं कि कोई एससी एसटी एंड ओबीसी के रिजर्वेशन के खिलाफ खिलवाड़ नहीं कर सके, क्योंकि कांग्रेस ये चाहती है कि मुस्लिम समाज का ही पहला हक है, रिजर्वेशन पे भी पहला हक है, ऐसा वो कहते हैं, संसाधन पे भी पहला हक है। इसलिए जो एससी एसटी और ओबीसी का रिजर्वेशन है, इसको नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने एकदम ठीक रखा है और ठीक दिशा में जा रहे हैं, और कांग्रेस काट रही है उनका रिजर्वेशन और मुस्लिम समाज को देना चाहती है। रिलीजन बेस्ड रिजर्वेशन इस देश में नहीं चल सकता, मैं कानून मंत्री के नाते कह रहा हूं।
ओके, ऑलराइट। उन्होंने कहा है कि बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट वाज इन पावर बट बीजेपी डिडंट डू एनीथिंग, इट्स अ मैटर दैट्स इन द सुप्रीम कोर्ट। सो एज अ लॉ मिनिस्टर,
देखिए, ओबीसी कमीशन का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल स्टेटस किसने दिया? कांग्रेस ने दिया क्या? कांग्रेस तो ओबीसी के खिलाफ 1951 से है, और पंडित नेहरू ने, बाबा साहब ने खुद ने कहा है, ये डॉक्टर बी आर अम्बेडकर साहब ने, कि 2000 भाषण दिए पंडित नेहरू ने, कभी एससी एसटी के वेलफेयर की बात नहीं की अपने भाषण में। तो एससी एसटी और ओबीसी के खिलाफ कांग्रेस है।
all right, thank you so much for speaking to us. So there you have it, the Union Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal saying that the Prime Minister is speaking for the rights of the OBCs, SC, STs and saying what the Congress party has done is against the Constitution. So we're going to be speaking to the voters to find out from them how significant is the Neha Hiremath case for them. Is it about law and order, especially for the women in the constituency? BJP has made it a talking point. How important is it for them? Also, we're going to be speaking to RSS workers who had first hoisted the national flag at the Eidgah Maidan. That was the Ayodhya moment for the BJP in the south. As there's a Ram Leher across the country, there's talk of the Ram Mandir and the impact that it's going to have in the elections. Several decades ago, in Hubballi as well, a similar battle had been playing out. In fact, this was South India's Ayodhya moment that also ensured that the BJP came to power, got into prominence in Karnataka and also in South India. Because remember, in South India, the BJP had no presence whatsoever, and this became one of the issues that brought the BJP in Karnataka, that also led to, of course, Karnataka being gateway to the south for the BJP. I have with me those who have memories from several decades. Mr. Chandrasekhar, who was the first person, along with another person, to hoist the national flag here. Tell us what the issue was about. You know, what is the issue? Why was it such a raging issue? And why it's such an iconic moment that you hoisted the national flag here?
Basically, the movement has been started. The Ekata Yatra started by Murli Manohar Joshi to hoist a call given to all the national-wide personalities, Hindus, and other people to hoist the national flag. He went to Lal Killa at Kashmir. There is a challenge terrorist given to BJP that any माँ का दूध पिया है तो आके झंडा फहराओ. So that has been taken challenge by BJP, and Murli Manohar Joshi is the president of Bharatiya Janata Party. He has given call to all the Hindu organizations. I am actively involved. At that time I am a Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh in charge here. I took a call given by Rashtriya Swayam Sevak Sangh to hoist the national flag wherever you are. So we all, Prahlad Joshi, myself and other Ashok Katwe, all other 10 people were sitting in RSS. He is also RSS worker in that time, Prahlad Joshi. All sitting together, we decided to hoist the national flag at Idgah Maidan. It is Chanama Circle, one circle is there. It is an open place.
Just to show our viewers as well, this is the Idgah Maidan. This is the structure that had come in, which was the cause of the entire controversy. Just explain what the controversy was. Why did it become such a big issue when this structure came up here?
No, this is the corporation land. The corporation given only 2 times to pray the Muslim year. Permission only given to, that is also they have to pay 1 rupee per single day. This is a corporation land. So we have decided this is a corporation land. This is in India. We should flag in our Idgah Maidan. But we are telling this is not Idgah Maidan. This is Kittur Chanama Maidan. So we have decided to flag here only. Then so many programs I have done before that. So we have requested the police department. They have given us to host the flag. Then they tomorrow morning hosting the flag, police has called us. Some people, myself is Rangavati, Prahlad Joshi, and something people are gone to police station. They said, hey, you have to not to flag there only. You flag in the Chanama.
So you were given permission initially, but then you were later told that don't hoist the national flag here. That was in fact a moment that also defined the Congress party's politics. It was told that, it was about appeasement. What was it like? Why were you told not to hoist the flag?
So they have given that this is a disputed land. Initially they told, but I told we are all the team together. We are RSS man. Once we decided to hoist, we will hoist. We are not hoisting any color flag. It is national flag, tricolor. Tricolor hosting in India, it is not at all any issue should not become. That is we have taken stand. And wherever is there, this land is belong to Bharat, and we will hoisting the flag. Then they have decided curfew imposed. All the police force has been imposed. They were told that nobody should enter this flag. We taken a challenge, and myself and Ravi Kumar, who is the General Secretary of Bharatiya Janata Party at MLC, we came from that area. That is the own period quarters is there. 18 foot that area, all Gherao has been there. To escape from the police from background, we entered, jumped the 18 feet land, and we came hashed this here nearby that Idgah Maidan flag. All police captured us immediately. Then we started a national song. Whenever we started national song, they were standing till national song completed. Then they were arrested us and taken to custody. So all 2 people custody, and all other people, they are lathi charge has been into. Those people are entered outside the curfew area. So even the permission given in Nehru Maidan, so small children are coming from that area. They lathi charge to children also they have done. That is that time Bangarappa is the chief minister, and the Congress party has been taken stand to not hide the national flag. That issue is built up from 92 January 26. Their entire force of our military has been protected for Murli Manohar Joshi to hoist the national flag. The entire force used to not to hoist the national flag here. This has been announced in BBC that time. The 2 people, Chandrasekhar and Ravi Kumar, entered that ground and they hoisted the Hindu youths. That time I am studying as a chartered account student. I am going to audit. They arrested me and custody taken. Every January 26, August 26, they are arresting me. They are giving issue notice.
So such was the issue, and it was so polarized. Like you mentioned also, the Congress party had redefined also the politics that's playing out across the country. The Congress party was accused of appeasement, saying that the national flag was not allowed to hoist there. You've also witnessed it. I'm sure it's a very, very emotional issue for Hubballi. Now, the issue has also been settled in the Supreme Court already. But, for the old-timers, for those veterans who have been here for a long time, is that a memory that you can never forget? Which is why, this remains a stronghold of the BJP. Earlier, it was a stronghold of the Congress, but now, because of what has happened, no matter what, even if there are differences, people always vote for the BJP?
Yeah, see, it is, hosting a flag in a tricolor flag in anywhere in India, it's not a thing. It's a BJP, as a Hindu, we are hosted here, and it is national issue also. And it has given an advantage also, and any Congress party also, they can host a flag anywhere, but they are not allowing to make this issue, make a political issue. That's why it was a scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. And, let's also speak about what the situation is like right now. We're seeing Prahlad Joshi has been an MP here several times. Are you happy with the work that he has done, or does he ride on the, goodwill that, this incident has happened here and that's the reason why the BJP finds such support?
प्रहलाद जोशी सर जी अभी यूनियन मिनिस्ट्री में अभी पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स है, कोल मिनिस्ट्री है, वहाँ पे भी बहुत अच्छा काम किया है कोल पोर्टफोलियो में, और पार्लियामेंट्री में भी बहुत अच्छा किया है। उसके साथ में हमारा जो हुबली धारवाड़ का कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है, ही हैज टेकन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ इन एंटायर हुबली धारवाड़, नॉट इन ए रूरल, इवन एवरी रूरल एरिया ऑल्सो ही हैज टेकन द डेवलपमेंट. He has developed our railway station, airport, roads, bypass, and interior roads with having funds of CRF, and this flyover is also now carrying out because of not giving this land. State government it is delaying the project also because of our Honorable MP Sri Prahlad Joshi is doing a lot of work to develop, and he has done a lot of funds from CSR activities like coal, and even earlier he has with the chairman.
I also want to ask you, यहाँ पे known as the BJP stronghold, Lingayats have always backed the BJP. This time around, Dingaleshwara Swamiji has said that Lingayats have been betrayed by the BJP. Is that going to be a factor that works against the party here?
Yeah, since 1992, the Hindu factor is a entire. Especially in Hubli Dharwad and North Karnataka, there is a Hindu factor is working for the BJP. All Hindus, Lingayats, Brahmins, OBC, backward, all peoples are unitedly working for the benefit of BJP party, and their front they are fighting for their unitedly issue is Hindu, not taking cost. There some people are polarizing this issue, Lingayat issue, and they are making the issue, but it will not affect much of the importance. The Dingaleshwara Swami is taking some different stands. Maybe there is a individual differences between Prahlad Joshi or individual between party, but as a whole constituency, looking at it, the Hindu will be supporting for Prahlad Joshi. Because of Hinduism, this Karnataka will be leading.
Okay, so Modi guarantee or Siddaramaiah guarantee, what is going to work here?
No, Modi guarantee will be a long-term guarantee. It is only a short-term guarantee. Whatever given by Siddaramaiah is, but the poor people, they are attracting some votes. It will not affect. It may affect for the state government, but central government, Modi's guarantee will be a work definitely.
Okay, Rahul Gandhi says Modi is going to cry very soon. He is nervous that he is going to lose. What do you think?
See, Rahul Gandhi, what he speak, he don't know. See, Pappu is not a politician. He should go Italy only.
Okay, what do you think? Rahul Gandhi's or Congress party's guarantees or Modi guarantees?
The more Modi guarantee only the development, what is happening in India, nation, and all over the world. India has accepted the Vishwa Guru, and the BJP government led by our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he is developing in India entirely, not even every sector. They are now earlier days they are depending upon the other import and everything. Now India is have become exporting now in all the field. So India will only focus on development. Modi guarantee will work, not this Congress guarantee. Congress guarantee will be only temporary because of all guarantee they are giving. Now all this treasury, khazane, everything is going empty, and now fighting for this drought relief fund, wo fund, ye fund, diya nahi hai karke wo chalu kiya abhi already.
All right. So here the emotions are very clear. We are right outside the Eidgah Maidan. This is, like we mentioned in the 90s, the Ayodhya moment of South India. The emotions still continue in the hearts of the people here. They've seen violence break out here, which is why the BJP wave in the constituency still continues. Let's go around speaking to more voters as well to find out what's the sense on ground. So in the Dharwad constituency, what are the key issues for the people? Let's find out from the people themselves. Thank you for joining us. What are the key issues in this constituency? Is your MP Prahlad Joshi working well?
He's doing well.
He's doing well? You're
Everything
happy
is
with
well.
what he has done?
I'm very happy.
What do you think, is the wave this time around? Is the Modi wave continuing? What is the work that you're happy with?
Definitely Modi will cross 400 this time. definitely. He will cross 400, definitely.
Okay. In this constituency, there was also the Dingaleshwara Swamiji who has said that Lingayats have been insulted. He said that he is going to contest against Prahlad Joshi as well. How much of an impact will that make?
No, it doesn't make any impact because Prahlad Joshi is already getting much hype because Lingayats are always supporting BJP. So there will be no difference, I think.
Okay. And Siddaramaia's guarantees, what do you think? Siddaramaiya guarantee versus Modi's guarantee?
No, madam. मोदी गारंटी ओनली मोदी
guarantee. क्यों ऐसा क्यों?
नहीं वो अच्छा काम करते हैं मोदी इसलिए अभी के बार 400 पार होता है।
अच्छा, तो अभी आपने बोला कि सिद्धरामैया गारंटी नहीं चाहिए। यहाँ पे सिद्धरामैया सरकार है, तो आपने देखा है दूसरे लोग भी ये गारंटी ले रहे हैं। आपको लगता है कि उसके वजह से वोट थोड़ा बीजेपी से हट जाएगा?
नहीं
हट जाएगा।
क्यों?
नहीं, सब बीजेपी हमेशा बीजेपी को ही देंगे। और चाहे जो कुछ भी हो बीजेपी को ही देंगे।
लेकिन अभी जो गारंटीज आ गई है उससे यू थिंक विमेन वोटर्स, दोस्त फ्रॉम द बैकवर्ड क्लासेस, ऐसा कुछ हो सकता है कि वेव हो सकता है बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट?
थोड़ा डिफरेंस आएगा लगता है। थोड़ा कांग्रेस वालों को भी थोड़ा हाइप है थोड़ा अभी, तो लगता है कांग्रेस भी थोड़ा टफ कंपटीशन देगा, पर कहीं तो आएगा तो मोदी।
ऐसा क्यों लगता है आपको कि कांग्रेस यहाँ पे टक्कर नहीं दे पाएगी? उनकी सरकार है यहाँ पे।
क्योंकि डेवलपमेंट के वजह से देखे तो बीजेपी अच्छा है। कांग्रेस सिर्फ फ्री अगर देते जाएंगे तो डेफिनेटली देश तो बर्बाद हो जाएगा। पर जब डेवलपमेंट और सब देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे जो रोड्स है, बाईपास रोड है, धारवाड़ बेंगलुरु टू अभी हुबली से रोड सब कुछ है, थोड़ा वो डेवलपमेंट ज़्यादा है बीजेपी का। कांग्रेस का अगर सबको फ्री देते जाएंगे तो देश तो डेवलपमेंट होने का ज्ञान पे छोड़ी दो, तो बीजेपी आने वाला है गारंटी।
अभी राहुल गांधी ने रिसेंटली में रैली में कर्नाटका में ये बोला है कि अभी मोदी रोएंगे, उनको बहुत नर्वसनेस हो रहा है कि वो हारने वाले हैं, वो रोने वाले हैं। आपको क्या लगता है?
कुछ नहीं है वो मोदी कभी भी नहीं करते हैं।
राहुल गांधी क्यों ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे हैं?
वो थोड़ा पागल है वो तो।
अच्छा,
नहीं
तो कोई सीरियसली नहीं लेता?
नहीं, सीरियस नहीं लेता।
अच्छा, यहाँ पे राहुल गांधी का सपोर्ट है?
यहाँ पे हुबली धारवाड़ में तो राहुल गांधी का सपोर्ट नहीं है। अगर रूरल एरिया में देखे तो राहुल गांधी का थोड़ा सपोर्ट है। वहाँ पे जो लोग हैं रूरल एरिया में, तो सिटी में तो पूरा बीजेपी रहेगी।
आपको क्या लगता है, मोदी या राहुल गांधी?
मोदी को।
मोदी, ऐसा क्यों?
मोदी मदद करे वो रैत को बेड़ी साला और सब पूरा मदद करे, तो रास्ता किस्ता अब अच्छा हुआ,
तो डेवलपमेंट आ गया यहाँ पे।
डेवलपमेंट हुआ अच्छा काम करते हैं।
तो यहाँ पे सरकार लेकिन सिद्धरामैया की है, आपको क्या लगता है कि उससे इम्पैक्ट आएगा गारंटीज जो उन्होंने प्रॉमिस किया है?
मोदी गारंटी हुआ तो मोदी गारंटी हुआ।
सिद्धरामैया गारंटी?
सिद्धरामैया या डाउट है, आदर मोदी गारंटी 100%।
So 5 guarantees of Rahul Gandhi and Siddaramaiya, no impact.
No.
ऐसा क्यों?
वो अभी चालू हुआ राहुल गांधी, वो महीने ये पहला का हुआ। वो मोदी इधर ಅದರೊಳಗೆ ಇದಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು। मोदी बड़ा हुआ, हाँ, राहुल गांधी अभी छोटा हुआ।
छोटा है, तो फिर वही काम कर रहे हैं, वो आपको पता है, तो
छोटा हुआ।
तो आप वोट करेंगे तो वही सोच के करेंगे देश के डेवलपमेंट के लिए। आपको क्या लगता है यहाँ पे क्या सिचुएशन है? बीजेपी, कांग्रेस, आप किसके लिए वोट डालेंगे?
हम कांग्रेस के लिए डालेंगे मैडम।
ऐसा क्यों?
कांग्रेस सब गरीब लोगों को देखता है और गरीबी के लिए लड़ता है वो कभी भी। अभी बीजेपी वाले कुछ भी नहीं करते हैं, इसीलिए हम कांग्रेस को लेकर आएंगे ये बार।
अच्छा, तो आप कह रहे हैं कि 10 साल की मोदी सरकार में कुछ नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन अभी सिद्धरामैया गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत कुछ किया है। क्या तो आप खुश हैं? वो सिद्धरामैया गारंटी से खुश हैं?
खुश है मैडम।
अच्छा, क्या क्या गारंटीज ले रहे हैं आप? मतलब व्हाट आर द बेनिफिट्स दैट यू आर गेटिंग?
वो अभी रेशन का पैसा भी आ रहा है सब बैकवा लोगों को, सभी आ रहा है मैडम। वो क्या प्रॉब्लम?
अच्छा, तो फिर कांग्रेस जब आएगी तो फिर प्राइम मिनिस्टर कौन बनेगा? तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर सोच के डालेंगे कि सिद्धरामैया ने अच्छा काम किया ये सोच के वोट डालेंगे?
नहीं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर पिछले से देखे तो इंदिरा गांधी, राजीव गांधी सब हमारा देश के लिए अच्छा काम करे, इसीलिए हम राहुल गांधी को देख के वोट करेंगे।
अच्छा,
ठीक
तो
है।
खुश है आप यहाँ सिद्धरामैया सरकार से खुश है? मोदी ने मोदी जी ने अब क्या कहते हैं, उन्होंने काम किया है?
वो कुछ नहीं काम किया नहीं मैडम, सबको दिखता है ना।
ठीक है, कुछ काम नहीं हुआ। चलिए कुछ और लोगों से भी पूछते हैं, आपको क्या लगता है यहाँ इज देयर अ बीजेपी वेव, कांग्रेस वेव, व्हाट्स गोइंग टू हैपन, हु विल यू वोट फॉर, व्हाट विल यू थिंक ऑफ व्हेन यू कास्ट योर वोट?
It's a 50-50 chance over here. We vote for Modi. The reason being, like, if you see, the people over here are focusing on only the state growth, but whereas he is considering the overall growth. And here they are giving these all 5 guarantees, which I feel like it's making people lazy. Okay. Instead of that, if they are being provided with some jobs where they can work, earn their money, lead their life, that would be really great. But it's something here they are making people lazy, and I don't see any development that's happening here. The people are being given with the money, but there is no work being provided for the people where they can earn, and the facilities what they have given, it can be given to the people with minority people and whoever is in it, say like physically handicapped, senior citizens, school people. If they give bus facility or even concession in the fees also, that would be really great.
Siddaramaiah is giving free buses for women. What do you think about that? What is the impact it's having? And do you think that's also going to take away votes from the BJP for the Congress?
Yeah, it's something like people have to understand it. It's something like they want to be in a ruling party. Okay, it's something like giving 5 rupees and taking 10 rupees from the public. That is what is happening. But people are not realizing, they are just looking on the freebies what they are getting, and they are happy with that. But overall down the line, it will impact all the people. It's not just lower people, but mainly middle class people are affected. Okay. Where we pay our tax, but we are not getting that benefits over here from government.
So guarantees are ensuring that the people are getting the guarantees, but we as taxpayers are the ones who are paying for it. That's what you're saying. Madam, I want to ask you, in Hubballi in particular, there's also been the Neha Hiremat case. The Prime Minister has also been speaking about the law and order issue. So what do you think, when you cast your vote, what are the issues that you are going to be thinking of?
हम तो बीजेपी के साथ ही जाएंगे, क्योंकि फ्री जो ये लोग दे रहे हैं लोगों के लिए बहुत मुश्किल खड़ा कर रहा है। तो मुझे लगता है कि ये फ्री देने का कुछ ये नहीं, बसेस फ्री देना या मंथली 2000 देना आजकल के ज़माने में वो वर्कआउट नहीं होगा। ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई भी बस के लिए तो कोई मतलब इतना तो लोग है ही, कमाते ही है कि बस में जा सकते हैं, और ये क्या राइस 5 kg देना ये सब नहीं होगा। एजुकेशन के लिए कुछ करना पड़ेगा, सीनियर सिटीजन के लिए आप कुछ करो, बहुत सारे इश्यूज है उसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, और बहुत सारे किसान के लिए बहुत कर सकते हैं।
अच्छा, तो फिर यहाँ पे जो एमपी है, यहाँ पे बीजेपी रह चुकी है फ्रॉम 2004, आर यू हैप्पी विद द बीजेपी व्हाट दे हैव डन लास्ट 10 years ऑफ मोदी गवर्नमेंट एज वेल? आर यू हैप्पी?
यस यस यस, मोदी जी ने बहुत बड़े बड़े काम किए हैं, वो आगे भी करेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे देश को जो अभी जो नाम मिला है पूरे वर्ल्ड में, शायद इससे पहले कभी हमारा इंडिया का नाम इतना नहीं था।
यहाँ पे जो नेहा हिरेमठ केस हुआ है, डू यू थिंक दैट्स गोइंग टू मेक एन इम्पैक्ट स्पेशली विद स्टूडेंट्स, women students who feel that law and order has taken a hit? That's something that the Prime Minister has also spoken of, कि when the Congress government is in power, there was a Rameshwaram blast, such cases are taking place. He says law and order has collapsed. The Congress of course says that this is just politicizing. What do you think?
ये केस मतलब थोड़ा बहुत तो हमारे इसमें कानून चेंज होना ही चाहिए, क्योंकि इतने दिन हो गया, अभी तक उसका कुछ नहीं निकल रहा है रिजल्ट। तो अभी एक मर्डर हुआ है, तो आप मतलब थोड़ा चेंज होना चाहिए अभी, मतलब इमीडिएटली कुछ एक्शन या इमीडिएटली आप कुछ एक्शन लेना चाहिए।
लगता है कि कांग्रेस गवर्नमेंट के आने से लॉ एंड ऑर्डर कम हो गया है, कि डू यू थिंक कि दिस इज जस्ट पॉलिटिक्स?
नहीं, वो तो ऐसा रहा है, ऐसे हो रहा है।
ಓಕೆ, ಆಲ್ರೈಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾರು ಇಷ್ಟ, ಯಾರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ?
ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ನಮ್ಗ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬರ್ಬೇಕ್ರಿ. ನಾವು ಭಾರತೀಯ ಒಳಗ ಅದೇವೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗ್ ಬಿಜೆಪಿನ ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ ಜನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಉಳಿಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗ.
ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಫ್ರೀ ಬಸ್ಸಸ್, ಗೃಹಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್, ಫ್ರೀ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ವಾ?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ರಿ ನಮಗ್ ಬಿಜೆಪಿನ ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ ದೇಶ ಉಳಿಬೇಕು ಯಾವತ್ಲು.
ಸೊ ಸಿದ್ದರಾಮಯ್ಯ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ವರ್ಸಸ್ ಮೋದಿ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೋದಿ ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಈ ಫ್ರೀ ಬೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
ನಾವು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಸಿಲ್ರಿ, ಆದ್ರೂ ನಮಗ ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು ಅನಿಸ್ತೈತಿ. ನಮಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಇದನ್ನ ಏನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ನಾವು ರೊಕ್ಕ ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಗ ಬಡವ್ರು ಇದ್ರು ನಮಗ ನಮ್ ದೇಶ ಉಳಿಬೇಕ, ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗ.
ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೇಹಾ ಹಿರೇಮಠ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? ಲಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಡರ್, ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ, ವಿಮೆನ್ ಸೇಫ್ಟಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? ಡು ಯು ಫೀಲ್ ಸೇಫ್? Do you think that there's an issue of law and order?
ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದೊಳಗೆ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಏನು ನಡಿಬಾರ್ದು, ಚಲೋತ್ತಂಗೆ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗೈತಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆಗೆ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಆಗೈತಿ, ಅದಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳೋದು.
Okay, all right. आपको क्या लगता है कि यहाँ पे this is a BJP stronghold. What do you think? यहाँ पे how is it going? Elections when you cast your vote, आप क्या सोचेंगे?
हम सोचेंगे बीजेपी आने तो सब लोग अच्छा रहता, सब लोग मन का बात सुनता, वो रोड गिड़े सब भी जनसहाय को अच्छा हुआ, इसीलिए बीजेपी आना हो. बीजेपी में वोट डालता हो. पूरा दुनिया में बीजेपी, अब भारत देश में रहेगा तो बीजेपी रहेगा तो हम लोग हिंदू लोग अच्छा सुरक्षित रहता. हम तो मुस्लिम वही अलग गलत नहीं बात करता हो. सब लोग शांति रहेगा तो बीजेपी आना हो. बीजेपी आएगा तो पूरा सब लोग भारत में.
राहुल गांधी ने बोला है कि मोदी बहुत नर्वस हो गए हैं, थोड़े दिनों में रोने लगेंगे क्योंकि वो हारने वाले हैं.
वो हारने वाला नहीं हुआ, बीजेपी वाला आता हो. राहुल गांधी को अच्छा नहीं हुआ, उन्हें देश से अभी आया हो, पहले से नहीं है. पहले से बहुत ये कह रहे हो, बराबर नहीं करा, देश का बराबर नहीं चलाया. Okay, bye.
All right. So there you heard it on the ground. This is what several of the voters believe. We get you the sense on the ground. Some of the voters happy with the guarantees provided by the Congress government. Some saying, most of them here actually saying that it is the BJP government that needs to be in power, that the Prime Minister should continue his tenure. Only then will India progress.